lose hope. You can do it, don't lose hope. You can do it, don't lose hope. That was a outburst. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for coming back. My name is Candice Mimi. If you like this video and the other videos that I have uploaded, then feel free to subscribe and you will get a notification whenever I upload a new video. Okay, so today I am going to be talking about, as you can see from the title of the video, self-awareness. Oh, it sounds like a really deep topic, and to some extent it is. This is really just a quick video to give you some ideas as to how to kind of start your own self-awareness journey, or maybe take your self-awareness journey to a new level. So being in lockdown, which at the moment we still are, you spend a lot of time with yourself. Whether you live with family or not, you spend more time sort of in your own space, in your own headspace, than you would if you were maybe interacting with people at work, you know, at a party. Spending so much time at home has really kind of shown me again. And I'm a thinker anyway, but this has just been like a whole new level. But it's been really good. It's been an awesome journey and it's ongoing. And I thought I would come and share with you 4 things that you can do, practical, everyday, you know, not overly complicated, that you can do to kind of take a fresh look in the mirror and think, like, who am I now? What do I like now? What are my goals now? What matters to me the most now? Having this information can really help you make better decisions in what you do now, and even if you want to make any changes before life goes back to normal after lockdown, then increasing your self-awareness can really do that. And I thought that would be a good idea to come and share those with you. And if you have any others, feel free to leave them down below in the comments. Let's share this information, you know, and let's do and grow together. So the first one is personality testing. If you go online, you can find a whole range of personality tests. But personality tests should really, when you read them, the results after you answer all the questions truthfully, then you should kind of go, oh yeah, that is really true and that makes sense. And they just kind of expand your understanding about the personality type that you are. I've taken lots of personality tests. I became a bit of a personality test junkie at one point, and then I had to, you know, detox. But 2 of the tests that I took are the 16 personalities test, which is really comprehensive. You answer, I don't even know, 40 plus questions, and it basically tells you which one of these 16 personalities you fit into, and it's really, really good. I'll link this down below. It gives you an overview of the personality. So let me give you an example. I am a campaigner. What does that mean? That means that I am I'm somebody that's really creative. I'm free-spirited. I have great empathy. I love people feeling comfortable. I feed a lot off of other people's energy, but I am very much, I'm going to support and I'm going to champion a cause. It talks about strengths and weaknesses. It's a really, really good way of kind of saying, okay, this is what I naturally do, and it fits into my understanding of who I am. The second personality test is called the OSPP personality test. Again, I will link that down below. And I really like that test because it talks about 4 personality types, which again, I'm not going to go into too much detail about now, but it's the sanguine personality, melancholy, choleric, and phlegmatic. Really quick overview. Sanguine are creative but maybe a bit scatty. Melancholy are deep thinkers, creative, maybe prone to, I don't want to say depression, but yeah, just melancholy. Choleric are really strategic but sometimes overly bossy. And phlegmatics are really good peacekeepers, but sometimes can be a bit of a pushover or a doormat. That is a super like high level summary of the personalities, but this test will kind of tell you which one is your dominant personality type and which ones are kind of your second, third, and fourth. In that personality test, I emerge as a melancholy. I am a deep thinker, creative, sometimes a bit overly sensitive. It is what it is. So those are the 2 personality tests that I would say maybe give them a try. It's just almost like a confirmation. Gives you you probably have an idea as to what you're like, and maybe there's some things about yourself that you don't ever really admit out loud, but once you read it and you understand actually this is just kind of who I am, it can make you a lot more bold, maybe even more content with why you're sensitive about certain things. I can be quite sensitive about, I can just be quite sensitive, to be honest. So I think my husband is learning that even when he is right, it's not always just about what you being right, it's how you approach the topic. So these things really help relationships. So personality tests, give it a try. Okay, the second thing I would say that can really help to increase your self-awareness is journaling. Journaling is really, really good for writing down, seeing, owning up to, and taking control of your emotion. Lockdown, you might find that you're reacting to things that maybe you wouldn't normally react to. And it's probably, and this is me doing a psych class here, it's probably because something is going on under the surface that maybe you're embarrassed or not ready to really lay hands on and say, this is what's really going on. Journaling really helps with that. Whatever we're going through, whether you've just had a baby or you're taking another really big life decision, you're going through some kind of trouble or trauma, journaling is so helpful, because it gives visibility to what is otherwise invisible and often maybe pushed aside because we're trying to do everyday life. Give it a try. Give yourself a 30-day, I was going to say, or maybe 14-day journaling challenge. If you don't see the benefit in it, then just, put it aside. But I can almost guarantee you, after like 10-12 days of journaling, you're on your way, A, to forming a habit, and B, to getting used to letting out what's on the inside. And that's really important to avoid, succumbing to things like anxiety and depression. The third thing that can really help with increasing or building self-awareness is take a skills inventory. And this is a really good exercise because it kind of boosts your confidence as well. Write down what you know you're good at. Now, you have to be honest, this doesn't mean you're boasting, because really you're just sharing this with yourself. So don't get into, what are people going to think, or am I, no, leave that alone. If you know that you're really good at building relationships, if you know that you're really good at meeting deadlines, if you know that you're really good at reaching out to people that may be otherwise hard to reach, keeping your house tidy, making somebody laugh, a particular topic, project management, maths, if you're really good at, writing stories, writing scripts, whatever skill, big or small, if you make the best spaghetti bolognese and no one can ever challenge you, write that down, okay? Take a skills inventory and just read it. That is a really big part of you being aware of what you know you're good at. And when you kind of put it into the space of awareness, then you're more comfortable to do it. And you do it over and over again, and you get even better, and then it just starts to speak for itself. Skills inventory, I think, is a really important building block in the self-awareness journey. So give it a try. Again, if it doesn't work for you, then that's fine. But at the very least, you'll probably find yourself smiling at some point while you're writing. Like, I am good at that. I can do that, whether somebody else says it or not. The fourth thing I would say is talk to a friend. Because when you talk to people that you know are for you, people that care about you, you probably find that they are quicker to say good things about you, or quicker to point out things that they've noticed that you do consistently and repeatedly that maybe you neglect. So let me give you an example. If I say that I'm really good at maintaining relationships, which I'm not necessarily, but I have some friends it's easier with than others, I'm always the person calling them. They'll probably say, oh, I'm so grateful that you always call me. And I'll be like, oh, but I didn't call you last week when I thought of you. They wouldn't know that. They just know that they can always genuinely rely on me to call. One exercise is to maybe contact not too big a group, because then it just becomes a mass mess, maybe 5 to 10 friends, if you have that, and just say to them, hey, what do you think I'm good at? What's the top 3 things that you really like about me? And you will probably see that there are some repeated answers from your friends. And what does that do for you? That really confirms, again, like the personality says to you, things that you are doing that are flowing out of who you are, that you can then trust. You can trust them because it's not just in your head. You can trust them because other people are seeing it. If you can hear children and TV in the background, again, this is just my house. Okay, so there you have it. Those are my 4 practical things that you can do to increase your self-awareness. So give those things a try. Let me know how you get on. Let me know how you get with the personalities test. If you want to put your results or your answer or your personality type, please do feel free to share. Thank you very much for stopping by to listen to this video. I hope you found it useful and encouraging. That is my aim. Please like, comment and subscribe down below, and share with a friend, and let it start a conversation. Talk about it with your friends. Where do you feel like you are at with your self-awareness? Yeah, let's do this thing together. So I'll see you next time.